Hi, I'm Arlene McIntyre, Creative Director at Ventura Design, and you are listening to Shut the Front Door, a light-hearted podcast that will bring you through the front door and into the homes of influential and interesting people. Home for me is one of the most important things in my life. My career has fortunately given me the opportunity to work closely with people and to help them create a home they will cherish forever. From starting her public career in 2011 on reality TV show Made in Chelsea, to currently preparing for the birth of her daughter with husband Hugo Taylor, Millie feels like she is really only coming home now and living in the happiest time of her life. Thank you very much, Millie.
Thank you for inviting me.
And we're sitting here in your absolutely gorgeous, cozy new nursery.
It is actually just heaven to sit in here and just find it relaxing and enjoy it, having a moment of peace in here, knowing that it won't always be like that, but it's just such a happy space. And it seems like the perfect place for us to just sit on this gorgeous daybed and just chill and just soak. It's got such a happy feeling in here, it really does.
It is. It's
such a good vibe.
Really, and it's super cozy, like you could just have a nap in here.
Oh, it's my favourite room.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm obsessed with the wallpaper.
Oh, it's beautiful. I mean, I think even for adults, nurseries really need to kind of tap into relaxing you as well.
Definitely,
as the baby.
The baby picks up on that.
For sure. So I wanted to chat to you about your little girl that's on the way and how you're feeling and how your pregnancy is going in general. Like, how are you doing?
Well, I'm doing okay. I think I'm having quite a good day today. It's, every day is different. The pregnancy has been, it's been good. Like, it's amazing, but also it's difficult, it's challenging.
Sure. I
haven't found it easy, but, I'm super grateful that she's healthy. I've had a healthy pregnancy. And, that is like the main thing. But I found it, I think I romanticized it a bit in my head before. I just thought, I'm just going to love being pregnant. It's going to be so cute to have a bump. And I didn't really think about, how hard it would be.
Yeah. Shortness of breath.
I get out of breath just talking, let alone actually climbing the stairs or going for a walk.
I know.
And it's, now I'm in my third trimester, it is definitely getting more and more uncomfortable, harder to sleep.
Yeah.
I'm limited with what I can do exercise-wise, and I love being active, so that's kind of a bit frustrating. I've had this pelvic pain, the hormones have been crazy, the cravings, and just the tiredness. It's just definitely like, I've never felt so tired in my life.
And how is Hugo doing with everything? Is he?
Hugo's been great. He's very understanding.
Yeah.
As understanding as he can be, considering it's not going on in his body. So he really tries, and he, gives me a foot rub in the evenings. And
bliss.
So he's kind of like, he'll do more around the house and things to like help me out.
It's a great excuse. They just have to kick in housework. Just milk it.
He does seem to really kind of appreciate what the work my body is doing, creating this human. So
definitely,
he's kind of in awe of just like the miracle that's going on inside me, and like he can completely understand like why I'm like tired. And he's good when I'm kind of, if I need to have a moan, he'll listen, or he found the first couple of times I had a really hormonal like kind of outbreak and would just cry, like he really didn't know what to do. So I had to really just tell him like just to not overreact to it and just understand that nothing's wrong. It's just literally just the hormones.
Yeah.
But he found it hard to see me cry. So now he actually just kind of laughs at me, which actually kind of helps.
Which goes again.
Because he goes, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "Nothing."
But you're taking really good care of yourself. Like, what's your daily ritual?
I'm trying to. I have a nice relaxing bath every evening with kind of nice relaxing like lavender bath oil and like bath salts, and that's kind of like a really nice routine in the evening. And I'm trying to do kind of a face mask or two during the week, just as nice like kind of pamper time. I'm finding that getting a blow dry just makes me feel so nice. So if I get like, maybe it sounds bad, but like 2 a week, and that like sees me through the week. But often with work, like I need to have my hair done.
And you're probably just very tired as well if you're working, and it's just another job.
So that's one thing that just like makes me feel nice, and because I'm not doing any exercise that makes me kind of really sweat.
Sure.
Like I can get away with just washing my hair twice in the week. And then I found that actually just putting a bit of makeup on, or even on days when I'm not working, just makes me feel better. Whereas when I'm not pregnant, I'm happy not wearing any makeup. And if my skin's like clear, I feel pretty good like that. I'm happy being natural. But since being pregnant, I really need I feel like I really need a boost.
Yeah.
Just something that it just makes, everything's changing so much. Absolutely. With your body.
Yeah.
And it's just a kind of a feeling of just feeling like me. So taking that 15 minutes to just basically put a bit of slap on.
It's just the best. It's all ahead of you. The best so moments are ahead of you. For sure.
And the hardest, I'm sure.
And the hardest. But you know what? You don't even see it that way because it's just the best. You'll just do anything for them and just go with it. Go with the flow. Every day is a new day and she's going to teach you something new and you're going to teach her something new. And it's just one day at a time. It's a really special time.
Oh, well, and I'm so happy that I've got the house looking perfect and like ready for her arrival. And that's definitely making me feel very prepared, and I feel very lucky that we've managed to get it done with a bit of time to go, so I can now actually just really sit back and relax and enjoy, take a breath rather than kind of rushing to do it in the last few weeks.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about your childhood home. Okay, so
my childhood home was an old vicarage in a tiny village in Wiltshire, and I want to say it was Georgian. It had big sash windows and a lovely big garden, and I'm trying to think what kind of style it was inside. It had like kind of I think it had like a kind of open plan, like kitchen dining. Mm-hmm. My mum was always in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And it had a kind of like, we had like a kids' playroom, and then my parents had a kind of more formal like sitting room that was kind of, a no child zone with like, had actually gorgeous pink sofas.
Really?
And kind of, like quite formal curtains, and we were just like not meant to mess it up in there.
The good room.
Yeah, it was like the good room. Mm-hmm. And then we kind of had like a gorgeous hall with like a big grandfather clock and a dark wooden floor. And like on Sundays we would like, my dad would like put the gramophone on and we would like dance in the hall, which is like, that's like Brilliant. One of my favourite memories of my parents. They would like swing dance, and like me and my sister would like watch and like join in.
Excellent. And you had your own bedroom, or did you share a room with your sister?
I had my own bedroom. And I don't remember the theme. I remember I was really into like stars when I was little, so I had blue walls with stars on them. I think that's the first time I remember having it.
Yeah.
Like when I could have a choice in it being decorated.
So you always were clear about your style, even when you were young?
Yeah.
You knew what you wanted and what you liked.
And then when I was a bit older, I had Matthew Williamson wallpaper.
Oh, wow.
And you could stick gems on it.
Okay.
And it was this gorgeous like blue and pink like paisley print. And then it had like peacock feathers like in the print.
Did you ever have any like posters or pop stars or?
I was at boarding school, so I remember we had, like in my room at home, I actually just had a whole wall which was like magazine tears. So I was always like, I was like mood boarding when I was, I don't know, like 10.
And what would be the tears of, like?
They would be of like fashion campaigns and.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So you always had an interest.
Yeah.
From a really young age in fashion.
Yeah, and I would just like find images that I loved and just like cut them out and stick them, and I would just spend all day doing that. Wow.
And then creating your look. And would you experiment with looks and your makeup and clothes and all that sort of stuff? Yeah, at home.
Definitely, I would spend hours getting ready just to go into the local town with my mum to go to Waitrose because I was just a chance to like get. My mum would be like, you're not coming dressed like that, and I'd be like my crop top and cargo pants or I don't know, whatever outfit like I decided to.
You wanted to express yourself.
Yeah, and I started customizing my clothes. And I remember having these jeans with like rips in and wearing like fishnet tights underneath them and. Actually, a few things that I've seen come back into fashion over the years. So I was like, maybe I was ahead of the times.
Probably.
I don't even know where I got these ideas from. But when I was a child, we had a dressing up box, like a lovely big wooden chest. My sister was obsessed with the rocking horse and I was obsessed with the dressing up box. So we would take turns, like I had to play with her on the horse and she had to play dress up with me.
That's so much fun.
So I think from a young age, I was really into clothes and that, that feeling of like transforming into someone else and and just playing it, being a different character in a different outfit.
The theatre of it all.
Yeah, definitely the theatre of it all.
Interesting. And then when did you move to London? When was your big move to London?
My parents moved to Bath when I was 16, but I was at boarding school from 10 till 18.
So how did you make boarding school like your home? How did you make it feel like your safe place? You know, the way everybody's home is a safe place. So in boarding school, what was that like?
I can't say I particularly had developed at that stage like a kind of interior style that I would take with me from school to school.
But like
it might be something simple like, you had like, even just like your bedding.
Exactly.
You know, I like it when I would have like Cath Kidston bedding when I was a bit younger. Like I used to really love those prints, and that was kind of, I mean, it was popular with all the girls, but I would, you know, I just remember that's definitely a distinctive memory. But I mean, when you was younger, you'd have your own teddies and things like that, and then obviously you get older, and it's maybe like
you're not bringing the teddies to boarding school. Yeah.
But then I moved to London when I was 18.
Okay, and what was that like? Where did you live?
I lived in Fulham.
Okay.
And I shared a house with 3 other girls, and it was fun. I've been going up to London since I was kind of 14, as often as I could on the weekends, to get up to no good.
Of course.
Or from 16 we were going clubbing, and it was just a fun place to be.
Totally.
So when I was 18, it was like we were definitely kind of in the going out partying and dancing and having fun.
Yeah, totally. And so that was your first home with your friends in London?
Yeah, it was the first one.
So did you like share a home with your friend? Like, did you have your own room, or did you share a room with somebody?
I had my own room.
Okay.
But I think, my interior style's definitely come a long way. Yeah. And I've lived in London for like 12 years. So some of the places I've lived, I like laugh when I look back. Like I've had a room which literally was so small, it was just the bed, you know, and like that was all that was in the room, like a double bed. And there was like a tiny bit of room around the outside of the bed where you could just literally put your feet. And then
where was your
sliding door? And I had the most tiny wardrobe. I mean, I don't know how I did it.
Exactly. I mean, when you think about your wardrobe now, how did you survive?
Well, it has to be a room. My wardrobe is like a room.
Exactly.
So sometimes, I remind myself of that, and it's quite funny.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit, Millie, about your favourite place in your new home, in this home. Where do you feel is your absolute favourite place?
You know, it's hard because I love spending time in the kitchen. I really love the bedroom. You know, it's absolutely gorgeous and it's so relaxing in there. But I have to say my favourite room is the nursery. It just has such good vibes in here. I think it's really like a combination of the different like fabrics and textures and colours, but really what really makes it for me is this gorgeous wallpaper mural.
Yeah, it's so gorgeous.
Because it's just like, I love the like washed out effect. It's like almost like a watercolour, it's like an illustration.
Yeah.
And it's got this kind of soft pastel-y colours in it. But I think for me, green, like looking at trees and nature, and I love these big palm trees, is something that makes me feel very happy.
It's like it's sun bleached nearly. It
Yes.
looks like a vintage sort of piece of, I don't know, like it looks like a wall mural, an actual hand painting.
But I think, just coming in here and imagining being in here once, like, our baby girl is here, is such a exciting, happy thought.
Yeah. And has Instagram been really helpful for you during your pregnancy? Have you had a lot of support?
I've found Instagram, I've had a lot of support on Instagram. I think for me, I've found people being incredibly supportive, and I've been quite open, and maybe a bit more open than I had been previously. So I found suddenly, okay, this is what I'm going through. I can either pull back and keep really to myself, or I can be open and be honest about what I'm going through, which was a bit scary to do at the start. But once I reached out and kind of said, hey, I'm actually finding this really difficult, I'm really anxious and I'm really struggling, and I had such an overwhelming amount of comments and responses from people, and I just thought, wow, like, it definitely, it felt like a really lovely community of people and other mums and people that have been through it and just giving their advice. Yeah,
because you've had absolute massive success through Instagram, and people come to you really for inspiration as well.
The main part of my business is Instagram, But I have also struggled with it during pregnancy, just being more tired, finding it hard to feel creative, and finding the pressure to create these amazing quality images and content all the time, which takes up energy. You know, you need to be feeling kind of creative and takes up, it takes up energy and effort to create that kind of content. And when a lot of the people I follow, their content, it's just constantly evolving and getting better and having, they've got new ideas and new ways of creating it. And you're just like, wow, like, I just sometimes feel like I can't keep up with it.
I know. And do you think once you have your baby that you'll be sharing that experience then with your audience, or do you think you'll keep that part of your life private, or have you thought even about it yet?
I've thought about it a little bit, and that I think at the beginning, when it just can take a little break once she arrives, once she's here and whenever when the birth happens, I'm definitely not going to be on Instagram.
No.
Take a little step back. I think it's a bit unknown. I'm really going to see how I feel. Yeah. But I think I would like to continue to kind of talk about how I found the experience of
definitely
birth and becoming a mum when I'm ready. But whether she will feature or not, I'm still not sure. But if she does, it definitely won't be for a while.
Yeah.
I think we'll see. I just really want to enjoy that time.
Yeah, exactly.
Bonding with her and stuff at the beginning, and I don't want to be feeling the pressure to.
I know, and your audience, of course, is going to want to see so much of that side of your life. So it's.
I think it will be a challenge to not have her on Instagram at all, because.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna think she's the cutest thing ever, and the little outfits. And
I know.
I follow other mums who show bits of their children on Instagram, but without showing them right up close in the camera.
Yes.
And I think there's different ways, cleverly, of doing it, and you can do it in a really clever way. So you're still kind of letting people into your life, but you're also holding it back a little bit. Snippets. And I think that balance in the middle is something that I'm hoping I can find.
Yeah, you will. You're a pro.
I just got to see what feels right.
Yeah, of course, yeah. But like there's moments, like you said, like of the cutest pairs of shoes, you're probably going to want to...
I mean, I'm definitely going to be sharing her outfits, whether she's going to be in them or not, I'm not sure. But the outfits, I'm so excited about already. I can't
believe her closet already. I'm just shocked at those dresses.
She has got an amazing wardrobe already, and I haven't even had my baby shower yet.
So cute. So do you think her closet is going to be bulging, like it's going to be... like the most incredible baby wardrobe?
She's going to have a better wardrobe than me.
Yeah, for sure.
She's going to have more clothes than me. But it's nice. I want her to have things that she that she feels good in. Like, is she going to know? She's not going to know. Yeah. Well, I just want her to have like nice quality things. But I think there's lots of websites that I've seen as well now where you can get secondhand baby clothes.
Yeah.
Because they grow so quickly, so it's not like you can get something and keep it and think, oh, she's going to wear that loads.
No,
because they grow out of stuff so fast.
It's scary how fast they grow.
And I am conscious of, the sustainable angle. And I think a lot of friends who have got babies that are slightly older, they've already started passing things on to me, and I think that's something I want to then do to other friends or, to a family member or whatever it is, to definitely recycle.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I inherited
clothes,
a box
toys, books.
of and I inherited, I think, 3 boxes of the most incredible baby clothes from my friend. Yeah. And she inherited, and a lot of those clothes were either gifted to her, she bought, or were from her friend. And now I've passed that on to somebody else. And it's so lovely. Yeah. And then you feel really happy about it.
Exactly, because if you these clothes are really gorgeous and beautiful, and they've got a nice memory, and you want them to go and someone else to enjoy them.
Yeah.
You don't want them just to end up in a landfill.
Certain pieces you will keep. You'll be like, no, I just can't part with that. That they were our first pair of shoes.
Definitely.
Yeah. And what kind of values do you want to share or teach your daughter as she is growing up? What are the main things you'd like to teach her?
Wow, I haven't really thought about it yet. Main things, I guess just family values, that family time.
Yeah.
Sitting down like we did as a family, having meals together, that's very important to me. Just talking, having good communication, being open, sharing things and just,
And being open with
definitely
her.
Communicating. And I have such a great relationship with my parents.
Yeah.
Who are still married, and just the most amazing people.
Yeah, your mom's beautiful.
And my grandparents. So I really, want to pass that on to her, and I really hope she kind of really enjoys like cooking, like as much as I do. And my mum taught me how to cook and really installed like such a love of food in me, and I hope I can pass that on to her as well, and it's something we can enjoy doing together.
Quality time.
Yeah, spending quality time. And just kindness, just teaching her also just to like love herself and accept herself and to express herself how she wants to.
Exactly. And social media, especially with little
scares
ones.
me.
Does it scare you?
Definitely.
I'd love to know your thoughts on it.
Well, it just wasn't around when I was a child. So, I didn't even have a phone till I was about 12. And even then it was like, a Nokia that you could play Snake on. So it does scare me just the, children's safety. There's a lot of scary people out there.
Yeah.
So I think she's not going to have, I don't want her to have a phone for as long as possible. Also, I didn't grow up with kind of Game Boys or PlayStations or any of those things. I wasn't allowed them.
Yeah.
And I don't want her to have them either. And, very much like, I'm not going to be like, you can't watch TV, but it's got to be, certain times and, like I say this now.
Well, I know,
I'm sure when
but you're
having
really
an absolute nightmare, I'm going to be like, here, have the iPad if it just makes you calm down. And I know everyone says that, like they're not going to let their children have too much screen time, but
I know.
I really want her to enjoy books and painting and reading and, not just everything on a screen.
Yeah, and being creative
and being
like you
outside, being outdoors.
Yeah. Doing her mood boards and her vision boards.
Yeah.
And just tapping into her creativity is so important. And playing and getting fresh air.
Just playing. I think playing outside.
Yeah.
Having a love for the outdoors, which
simple things.
I had as a child just growing up in the countryside. Taking her to a farm. Like, obviously, I didn't grow up in London, but I don't want her to grow up in London not understanding, like, where her meat or, like, where her food comes from.
Yeah. Would you have, like, big dinner parties and cook and...
I mean, we wouldn't have like a dinner party every week, not like that social, but maybe a couple a year. And it's something that I love to do. Like, I love hosting. I love the experience from just planning what to make to the, it sounds sick, crazy. Even the food shopping, I enjoy like sourcing the ingredients, going to like the butcher and getting the best cut of meat because it's like special and you want to like make something, that you wouldn't make every day. And
great.
So sourcing out that recipe that's going to really be a people pleaser. Doing the cooking I enjoy, and then like seeing people enjoy it just gives me the biggest pleasure as well.
And what would you consider to be like a big luxury in the home?
That's definitely something. The fresh flowers I think is so lovely to have.
That's a good one. Yeah, fresh flowers.
They just make you feel good.
Yeah.
I think they're just really good like for your like mental health. Some fresh flowers. Really good quality sheets, bedding.
Yeah. Definitely.
Especially like in the master bedroom. Like I don't care so much about the spare room.
No, me too.
It's like, but for the master bedroom, like really good quality Egyptian cotton, really high thread count, as high as you can afford.
Big time.
Because your sleep is so important, and that sleep experience is really about your mattress, your bed obviously, but your mattress, your sheets, your pillows, your duvet, and of course like duvet cover. Like it's all.
Well, you spend so much of your life, probably the majority of your life.
Half your life
in your bed. Like, it should be just the ultimate experience.
Definitely.
How would you describe home? What does it mean to you?
Home is a safe place. Home is refuge. Home is where you can hide away from the world and just be yourself. It's definitely like a kind of calm, safe, happy place. I definitely am a very homey kind of homemaker. Like I used to love playing it. Another thing I used to love doing was playing at house, having a playhouse and cooking and making it nice. And
really?
Yeah. So I've just always wanted to have a home and make it a home. Yeah. Since I was a child.
You're a super nester.
So I'm literally in heaven right now. This is the ultimate nesting time.
It is.
Because that is just, I think I'm just a homey person, and definitely since I've got older, like I just really appreciate that quiet time at home. Like I love nothing more than a night in,
light the fire
with candles lit, a glass of wine, or currently a hot chocolate, whatever it is, some ice cream, and, you know, Netflix, like having a lovely dinner in the kitchen, and then ending the evening watching Netflix in the sitting room and having a nice bath and going to bed.
I know.
That's what I'm going to do this evening.
Exactly. And how do you see yourself, Millie, in 20 years from now? How do you see yourself living your best life?
Oh, 20 years from now, who knows? It's weird to think 20 years from now that my daughter is going to be 20. She won't be running around anymore. I know that I can't think that far ahead.
She's going to be like, I'm moving to Fulham and moving in with my 3 friends. And
I can't bear it. My daughter will be moving out.
I know.
Oh no, I can't think about 20. Well, I'll be getting my life back.
Yeah, you'll be travelling again.
I'll be getting my home back because mine.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll go off and do a bit more travelling because that will probably be the time when the kids have like moved out.
Yeah.
I think I'd love to live somewhere by the sea, or, you know, in the countryside, or both. Who knows?
Millie, here's just a few questions, quick round fire questions.
Okay.
Ready? Okay. Bath or shower?
Bath.
Bedside, are you on the left or the right?
Left.
When you're getting dressed, is it first your bra on or your underwear?
Underwear.
Cat or dog?
Dog.
Red or white wine?
Red wine.
Taxi or walk?
Taxi. Especially now, but yeah, I'm not a big walker.
Home or abroad?
Home.
Eat in or take out?
Eat in.
Texting or talking?
Talking.
Kanye or Donald Trump?
Kanye. It's a tough one.
And who do you think is going to be the better diaper changer, you or Hugo, at changing diapers?
I think Hugo.
Yeah.
He's got like younger brothers and sisters, so I think he'll be. I mean, I will do it more, just typically because he's going to be at work.
Yeah.
More, and I'm going to be the one more in the day. But I think he'll be very quick at it because he
crafty,
really want to get it
napper
done.
changer.
Yeah.
He'll have it like locked down under 10 seconds or something. Well, thank you so much, Millie, for spending the time and chatting to us today.
Oh, well, thank you so much for everything and with all your help with the house, and it's just turned out amazing. I'm so happy.
You're welcome.
Love working with you, and I love
chatting
all things with you, especially now we can chat babies.
We can chat babies.
And you've given me such good advice, so...
Well, you know where I am.
Always at the end of the phone, thank you.
Always at the end of the phone. Thank you, Millie. Best of luck with your baby.